Edward and Gordon. One of the engines in Edward's shed was called Gordon. He was very big and very proud. "You watch me this afternoon, little Edward," he boasted, "as I rush through with the express. That will be a splendid sight for you, little Edward." Just then his driver pulled the lever. "Goodbye, little Edward," said Gordon as he puffed away. "Look out for me this afternoon." And off he left. Edward went off to do some shunting in a local yard. Edward liked shunting. It was fun playing with the trucks. He would come up quietly and give them a big pull. Oh, screamed the trucks. "Whatever's happening?" Then he would stop and the silly trucks would bump into each other. Oh, they cried again. Edward would push them until they were running nicely, and when they weren't expecting it, he would stop. One of them would be sure to run to another line. Edward played until there were no more trucks. Once Edward was done playing with the trucks, he went off into a siding to get some rest while he waited. Presently, Edward heard a whistle coming from the distance. Gordon came puffing along very slowly and very cross. Instead of nice shiny coaches, he was pulling a lot of very dirty coal trucks. "A goods train, a goods train, a goods train," he grumbled. "Oh, the shame of it! Oh, the shame of it!" He went slowly through with the trucks clattering and banging behind him. Edward laughed and he went off to find some more trucks. Soon after, a porter came up to Edward and spoke with his driver. "Gordon can't get up the hill. Will you take Edward and push him, please?" "Sure thing," Edward told the porter, and off he went to push Gordon up the hill. They found Gordon halfway up the hill and very cross. His driver and fireman were talking to him severely. "You're not trying, Gordon. You're not putting enough steam in it." "I can't do it," said Gordon. "The noisy truck's holding an engine back so. If they were coaches now, clean, sensible things that come along quietly, that would be a different story." Edward's driver came up. "We've come to push," he said. "Pah, no use at all," Gordon told Edward. "Oh, you wait and see," Edward's driver told Gordon. So they brought the train back to the bottom of the hill. Edward came up behind the brake van, ready to push. "Peep, peep, I'm ready," said Edward. "Poop, poop, no good," grumbled Gordon. The guard blew his whistle and they pulled and pushed as hard as they could. "I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it," puffed Gordon. "I will do it, I will do it, I will do it," puffed Edward. "I can't do it. I will do it. I can't do it. I will do it. I can't do it. I will do it." The two engines pushed together. Edward pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed as hard as he ever could, and almost before he realized it, Gordon found himself at the top of the hill. "I've done it! I've done it! I've done it!" he said proudly, and forgot all about Edward pushing behind. He didn't want to say thank you, but he ran so fast that he passed 2 stations before his driver could stop him. Edward had pushed so hard that when he got to the top of the hill, he was out of breath. Gordon ran on so fast that Edward was left behind in his dust. The guard waved and waved, but Edward couldn't catch up. He ran to the next station, and there the driver and fireman said they were very pleased with him. The fireman gave him a nice long drink of water, and the driver said, "I'll get out my paint tomorrow and give you a beautiful new coat of blue with red stripes. Then you'll be the smartest engine in the shed."